When I say Kalalal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Bashim, Rakakodash, the banners to the apostles and elders of great stone, peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. You know, this video basically is going to be about the Israelite woman, you know, the daughters of Zion, as the scripture would put it. You know that ever since that the truth started to come out, you know, the Lord put a heavy spirit down, you know, on this earth to bring reproach upon the Israelite woman, you know. Hey, because the curses also affect the Israelite woman, man. And part of her curse and part of her humbling is to suffer reproach. So she needed to do the things, you know what I mean, that will bring shame upon her. You know, and this is the reason why they are fatherless men. You know, because one of the reasons why, you know, these women behave the way they behave because they were given liberty by the enemy, and their upbringing, you know, wasn't to the liking of how they should be as righteous women. You know, so even if they were grown with their fathers, society would have provided the way, you know, for them to be, you know, loose, as you would say, you know. And now, you know that they become loose, you know that the tail end of the wind is gonna hit them, man. And the Lord is doing that ever since the manosphere, you know, the MGTOW, you know what I mean, different movements. You have Kevin Samuels, you know, you have, you know, Tommy Sotomayor from back in them time, you know, and, you know, the current manosphere movement you have now, you have the passport bros and all these things basically happening now. It's basically that the Lord bringing down the spirit, you know, of reproach. You know what I mean? The result of the actions that played out. You know what I mean? And it's only going to get worse in regards to the Israelite woman, yeah? Yeah, this is a dynamic of how this thing works. It's going to get worse, man. I have a video queued up here, but, you know, I want to bring out a scripture first, you know what I mean, before I play the video here. Let me see if I can get a precept here first. That one. Guess what, man? Is the Lord doing this, man? You know, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, you know, and there's nothing where, you know, no one can do to basically alleviate, you know, there's nothing where a man can do right now to alleviate what's gonna take place, man. You see, the horse already gone through the gate, as they would say. Now, concerning the Israelite daughters, man, and this is where, you know, this is where the curse fit in, man, because, you know, fathers never get to bring up their daughters the way they should, you know, because of the curses, man, and because of the enemy. You know, the enemy give them liberty. You know, that's what it is. This is Ecclesiasticus 26. And let me start from 10. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly. Yeah? Which, when you look out, you know, the society now, there's no shame on the Israelite woman. But shame is a thing. And somewhere, somehow, you know, it's gonna manifest, man. You know? But, you know, this is how it should be. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And that's what basically the Western the westernization of the daughters of Zion, or the Esau's, direction under the devil's direction, under the serpent, Eve has done it again. You know what I mean? Because the serpent gave her that liberty to mess herself up. You know what I mean? You check a stop now in a society, women can dress anyway and go out in a public, man. You know what I mean? Going to jobs, having a boss, and all of this thing. You know what I mean? Having men lusting after her all over the place. It wasn't so. Bare face, going back in ancient times, they what? Women wear hoods and veils, man. They're going out dressing provocative. That's liberty. And that's them abusing themselves. And there is a result that ultimately is playing out. And we're seeing it now and we're witnessing it now. Let me read the part here again. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's the reason why women out there having multiple men. Cheating, doing all different type of abominable, nasty shit. Yeah? But the results are in, man. The results are in. High body counts. And guess what those things gonna bring now? Shame. And that's what the scripture, this is what the scripture, this is what the title is gonna be about. The reproach of the Israelite woman. That's what this is what it's about. It say, watch over an impudent eye. Women out here being promiscuous, man, all over the place. It say, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. And this is what we have now, because women's lib. the serpent, the devil, giving them that fruit again. That's what it is, man. The feminist movement and all that, help to basically amplify, she abusing herself, and when you abuse yourself, what's basically going to be the end result. So let me just, play that video here. Hey man, the word of the Lord, man, you see, it's perfect, man.
So me see a girl, me never last teach her video. Me see a girl make a video and say, any man will watch a girl body count a waist, man. My girl, me tell you this blood clot, yeah. You see me? Man wise up, no man and I eat that again. Any idiot will ever out of them have to be idiot. They not change. But man wise up now, you hear that? So no man now blood clot work hard, build up them blood clot empire and gain them wealth. Just see how sick long with one girl with every bumbo clot man fuck. No book no read, my friend. No fucking book no read, yeah. Learn that blood clot. I want to not try to compare about if you come sick long with one girl, fuck with one man, fuck every girl. We are not the fucking same. We learn that we are not the same. And as long as we don't take to accept that, I have no problem that. You see me? But if you don't want to match up with me, do what we do. And see how far you can on blood clot go. See how far you can go. You see me? You cannot get the treatment of a girl who have respect for her body when you say, yo, she na fuck Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because our man not act right. You, as any man when you talk to, behave one certain type of way, you go fuck another man. And the next man when you fuck, watch how you stupid now. Some man stupid now, blood clot. What you do? You talk to one man, and you claim say man a give you no problem. You don't left him man, you go fuck pan the man with the next man. And that the next man they want to go fuck pan have a woman. And then when you fuck pan that the man they want to deal with the next man. You know I expect the next man to have a woman. If you let female woman come talk to who know we have fool man and a fuck pan fool man. I expect that them man if it couldn't serious. You just say on a blood clot delusion and sitting around good enough. Sitting around with someone here.
Yeah, and this is what basically coming down on the Israelite woman worldwide. You know what I mean? Because the movement, the that's the movement. The spirit started in the United States, man, to bring reproach upon these women. And now it's spreading worldwide through the Caribbean all about. It is spreading now. You know what I mean? They're looking at, these women for what they really are. So if a woman is not ashamed right now, the men are now becoming ashamed of those women, men. You know what I mean? And one of the things that women basically count on is to gain approval, from men or society in general. That's basically our fuel, man. So that's the reason why women seek attention, because they need to be need to feel like they basically mean something, and no, it's being noised abroad, or the vibration is out there that a lot of these women mean nothing at all. You know what I mean? It's of absolutely no value. So they diminish, their true worth. You know what I mean? So this is a reproach coming down now on the Israelite woman, and it's all within the spirit of what the Lord Yahweh Shai is doing, man. You know what I mean? Whatsoever a man sow is that you're going to reap. You sure sow to yourself shame and disgrace, you're gonna reap it, man. Yeah, and this was coming down right now. Just to basically go through some little clippings, dealing with the same subject. I'm gonna get economic history here.
Discover your future. Love, you'll be married at 32.
Okay, here's another fact. The number of black men who are marrying outside of their race has drastically increased, which simply just means they are not picking us. And that is a big concern for me. So you got to ask yourself, what is it about you that makes us less desirable? That is what we have to figure out, because the men do desire to be in a relationship.
The thing is, the Israelite woman become men. By the way, they become masculine, loud. The scripture says a foolish woman is clamorous, man. Very clamorous. Matter of fact, look at the front, the first part of this video here.
I don't need them.
You talk to him like this?
So that's why it's important for him to be that kind of partner for me.
Do you talk to him like this?
Like what?
Like what? This is how too many black women nowadays talk to black men. Loud, overbearing, and disrespectful. Even when the men were speaking in a regular tone of voice, it's so normal to her, she doesn't even know she's being out of line.
Like how you talking to us right now? Do you talk to him like that? You over talking. Yeah. Tell me a lot of women.
Yeah, and that's what it is, man. They are foolish, man. Let me get this precept here. Where's it again? So we can find it here. This is Proverbs 9 and 13. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. You know what I mean? And pretty much this basically cover a whole lot, of these Israelite women today. And this is the reason why men, especially started in America again, you have men basically going, to the heathen women as a pick you know, I should say taking their pick, you know, because the Israelite woman is no longer desirable because of her masculine traits, because of her whoredom, you know what I mean, and because of her inability to represent anything in a man's life more than being a liability. You know what I mean? So it's really getting rough out here, and the daughters of Zion, man, it's really coming down. The Lord is bringing it down upon them, man. You know, shameful spirit, just like the shameful spirit that happening upon Babylon is happening upon the Israelite woman right now. You know what I mean? And it's just the beginning, man. You know, and now they're up and down like headless chickens, wondering why nobody is choosing or picking them. You know, this is what's going on now. You know, and it's the Lord's doing perfectly, man. I believe it or not, God is not with you. God is against you. And there's nothing to stop this juggernaut, man. Nothing at all to stop what's coming, man. Hey, this is another video here. It's saying, why are black women losing out on marriage? You know, it's a reproach. It's a shame. A matter of fact, I get that precept there and bring out the word reproach too, because you see, as the youth at a young man at the first video I played, basically he was saying that women basically saying that if a man can have multiple women, why them can't do it? Because it's a shame for a woman to do such thing. It is natural. It is natural for a man to have multiple women. We are different, and that's what him say. Him say we are different. You know, you'd have to accept the fact that man a man and woman a woman. You know, a key is a key and a lock is a lock. A lock that can be pulled with many keys is a worthless lock, and a key that can pull many locks is a master key. That's how it is, man. You know, we're polar opposites when it come on to that. You know, so you can't do the same thing as what men do and expect to be looked upon as a you know a woman, or be called a woman. Oh boy. But anyway, let me get that precept here. I'm going to the word. Is there 4? The word reproach here. Because women have a problem with man having multiple wives, man. You know. No, you're not gonna have any option whether if you have a man, you know, with multiple wives, you're not gonna have any option, man. But to deal with what you can get. Seeing that no one would want you. No, you have to go lower every standard, man. Because of a shame. And because of the fact that, look, man, nobody wants you, man. You're gonna have to compromise a whole lot when the Lord bring this reproach down more than how it's basically coming down, man. You're gonna have to compromise a whole lot. Because nobody wants you now. Because of a shame. I'm gonna bring out the word reproach here. This is the word reproach. I'll bring out the
Strong's H2781. Kherpa.
Kaharpa. Or Kaharpa. Wow. Yeah. Never pronounce it Karpa. But anyway, reproach. It's a scorn. When a man say, yo, no man for wife we've been through multiple men. You know what I mean? You know want a man for wife where him can walk on the street with her and a man a say, yo, him not that already. You know? Having much in diseases, having much in different infection and them things. Basically you're becoming a victim of scorn. You know what I mean? This is what basically happening now. Yeah, your attitude is off. You know, your physical health is off. You know, no morals. You know, everything that is shameful is about you now. You know, I'm being proud with it. Being proud with it. Don't know what time it is, man. Men, as the youth at the front say, men are waking up to the bullshit, man. This is why you have all these movements, man. Kevin Samuels that passed and gone. You know, all the manosphere movement. You know, this is the reason why the brothers behold telling this truth long time ago. Because ever since the truth, this is what basically started to come out. The Lord started to bring down the spirit. But I'm going to continue here. It's a reproach. Resting upon condition of shame and disgrace. You women now are ashamed and disgrace. God see you as shameful creatures, man. You know what I mean? You see, you be out here talking about only God can judge you. You know? Whenever time somebody bring up your dirt, only God can judge you. Well, God is judging you by saying that, look, man, you know, you're a victim of scorn right now. Yeah? Because of the things that you did. Yeah, the Lord is not looking past the things that you did in your past, man. You know what I mean? So it's only gonna get worse from here, man. It's only gonna get worse from here. And this is the reason why this scripture here is gonna fulfill to the fullest, man. Because you're not gonna have any option but to deal with what the Lord basically program is right here, man. It's Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold unto one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. You know right now what they must say? You know right now what they must say? They must say, oh, if a man nah do this for them, and if a man nah do this for them, you know what I mean? Best not deal with them at all. But guess what? No man nah deal with them at all. With all these demands, man. You know, at least, you know, real men, as they would say. You know, you have some simp basically out there looking for some, you know, some thirsty niggers out there we deal with you. But, you know, not to a certain distance. But anyway, what you're going to say now is what the jizzle the jizzle movement. Okay, you have this movement now you call the jizzle movement, man. You know, even though it's a satire, you know, it's gonna be a real thing. Women basically literally gonna say they're gonna do all these things that the jizzle men are saying. You know? So the sprinkle idea is gonna flip, man. And a woman say, this is what a woman gonna say when it's sprinkle idea flip. You say, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name. This is how desperate it's all become. That you're willing to be with one man with other women. The thing that you're scorn right now, you know, is the thing that the very thing you're going to end up doing, man. Because when you mention a man having multiple women is, you know, is like, you know, the end of the world for a female, man. You know? The worst thing could I ever tell her in her life. So man can have multiple wives, man. But this is what it's going to come down to. You know what I mean? When the Lord bring this reproach down heavy, man, he say, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, to take away our scorn, and the shame. You all in no position to make no demands, man. Worse, you know, you have a body count. You know, they're afraid of that. The body count thing is like kryptonite, man. It's like kryptonite. When they bring up the body count thing, you know, the worst thing could I ever bring up to a woman right now, because guess what? That is your shame, man. Trying to hide behind good looks and them shit, man. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man. And this is what the Lord is gonna do, man. Let me get a precept here. Isaiah. This is what the Lord is basically doing right before your eyes. Right before your eyes, the Lord is doing this. Especially with the men of the Lord. This is what the Lord is doing, man. Because the men of the Lord are not some simps or some thirsty niggers, man. Should not be. Yeah, so nobody not supposed to be out here simping, man. You know? The tables are turning. No. Now is the time to simp. Look what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is bringing them down. They're falling from their grace, man. Because of their shame. You know? So guess what? The men of the Lord have become the most valuable at some point. You know? They're going to see it. You know, Isaiah 13, I think it's Isaiah 13 and I think about 12 or so. Let me get it here. 13 and 12. Yeah, this is Isaiah 13 and 12. It said, and I 13 and 12, I said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Yeah? Because they're talking about they want a high value man. They want a high value man with no credentials, with nothing for back it. They bringing nothing to the table. You know, that's another argument with them fear why you bring to the table. You know? Well, the high value men are going to be the men of the Lord, man. You know, not because them have wealth and resources at this time, but they're going to be the saviors from what's got to come, man. And why a man should put himself out of the way to save women that mean nothing at all. Yeah? Because in that day, the scripture say you're going to get trodden down like the mire of the street, man. If it don't represent anything to a man in that time, just like now, it all get worse, man. You know, men don't go talking now. But when time them days come, when the tribulation come and all hell break loose and society fall apart and money and all them things there is no more. Who is gonna put their life on the line for you? Who is gonna care about what happened to you, man? Yeah, this is what's coming, man. They say, yo, this is why scripture say, it say, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold then wedge of Ophir. Yeah? I don't want a man. The true value of a man, basically, is gonna be made manifest, man. You know? Because you see, when the system that keep you up and hold you up, it is falling apart. So what gonna hold you up then? There won't be no police. You know? So there won't be no phone call away to protect you from what's gonna come, man. Who's gonna protect you from other men? Who's gonna help you to find food in famine? When everybody is starving, what are you going to do with all electricity? And if a man should do it, why should he? So this is what basically the Lord bring down on these women, man. The scripture says a man shall be at an hiding place from the wind. You know, the men of the Lord is going to be the most valuable because they are the ones that basically the Lord is going to protect in that time. Yeah? And they're going to want to have a reason to even look at some of these women, man. And trust me, there is no good reason, man. And so the Lord basically this is going to be a desperate situation, man, for these female, man. Yeah? You see, the Lord set up a scenario where you're going to show obeisance to the Israelite man. Because he's your power, man, and you're going to realize that the Lord is going to show you how much the men that you are proud against right now are your power, man. Yeah? That's what it is, man. This is Isaiah 32:2. It say, let me start from 1. It's Isaiah 32:1. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, the Lord Yahushua, and princes shall rule in judgment. Who's those princes? The elect men of the nation of Israel, man. You know? And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. You know? And you know, you need to know, you know, all these things you see take place. You know, you need to know that, look, man, society is going to collapse, man, and the ones that are going to be most vulnerable is women and children, man. And this is the reason why the scripture is saying that a man shall be an hiding place from the wind, and a covered from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place. You know how scary and how painful it is, you know what I mean, to not having water to drink, man, being dehydrated, man, and the process, man, and getting the opportunity to get water in a situation like that. Well, that's how it's going to feel, you know, for a woman to have a man in a time where he is needed. Just like when somebody thirsty and need water, that's how it's going to come down to, man. A woman thirsting and having something to quench his thirst. A woman wanting a man and having someone there to help her in the greatest time of need. You know? And that'll be scarce. Very scarce. You know? Yeah. As a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You know? Yeah, man. It's going to be a very desperate situation and coming out for these women, man. You see how proud them is now? The Lord build them up with that pride, man. Pride. You know, pigs having pride. This is what's going on, man. Pigs having pride. You know? Cause that's what the Israelite woman behaving like now. Pigs, man. Yeah? A pig in her dress. That's what's going on. But with that we say, Kalalal, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Hashem, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of greatness too. And shalom to all the brothers out there. Keep on pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth, man. You know, shalom.